work with Digger's Mirth Collective Farm. I'm one of 5 co-owners, and Digger's has been down here at the Intervale and in business for 22 years, and I've been with the farm for 12 years. The Intervale Center was founded as a place where to sort of bring back agriculture to this place, and it started with a compost project and one small farm, and now it's grown to an incubator farm project. There's many farms here who, like ours, have been here for about 20 years. So we're growing a lot of food for the city of Burlington. We're growing new farms and farmers, and then there's many other agricultural projects that the Intervale Center as an organization works on.
We're right outside of downtown Burlington. We grow mixed veggies for the market up in the town, and we raise a little bit of livestock, and so we are small scale, very human scale. We do use some equipment, but you know, it's a lot of handwork and a lot of people from the community work here on this farm. It's sort of like something that nurtures us in our work here and in our relationship with the community and with each other in terms of like the crew on the farm.
I think really the Intervale's focused on bringing people into farming who maybe haven't had it in their family, and supporting small businesses that are looking to produce food for our bioregion.
You know, we'll be down here between 7, 7:38, depending on the time of year. We have a good idea ahead of time what a lot of our customers are going to want for the day, so we'll start to pick those things. Something like carrots, you know, we'll probably by the end of November have maybe between 8,000 and 10,000 pounds in storage.
So for us, with the amount that we grow, we can really kind of fit into certain niches in town and be working directly with buyers, whether they're chefs or produce managers and stores. And we can have this kind of relationship and be growing certain things just for them.
So what the Skinny Pancake does, the Skinny Pancake defines local based on an acronym, and the acronym is the word SEEN. And so that's security, community, economy, nutrition, and environment. Each one of those 5 terms resonate at different levels for different people. Certainly community is critical, and it's proof positive is Burlington, Vermont, and really Vermont as a whole. These are the 5 reasons I'm motivated to source locally, and these are the reasons, like, the people that work here understand what we're doing matters and is meaningful and impactful and positive.
The Farm to Plate movement to me is largely about how we can get the good work of farmers to reach the most number of people in the state of Vermont.
Yeah, the local food movement is definitely maturing. Its momentum has been building for, 30 years really, but it's or more really. But you know, it's this concept of a flywheel. At first, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to just move it a little bit, and as you push it, it builds its own momentum and it starts spinning faster with less effort. And at this point, it's definitely, the numbers show it's growing. It's growing rapidly.
National GDP is at 3.5% growth, Vermont food system at 3%, and then the rest of the economy at 1%. So it's growing, and it's growing faster than the rest of the economy.
We are way out in front of everybody else, sourcing and consuming just 5% of the food that we have coming from the local community.
So right now, every dollar that's spent by a Vermonter on their food, 5% of that stays local. And there's some initiative to push that to 20% by 2020.
We buy like $30,000 or $40,000 worth of basil every year. We process it, we freeze it, and we use it throughout the year as pesto. That's a huge boon to a farmer because they don't have to go out to market it. They have a guaranteed buyer at a guaranteed price, and they can just focus on the quality of the product. So keeping those dollars circulating locally has a powerful impact. At this point, the Skinny Pancake, we sort of back of envelope, we think that we're spending about $1 million back into the local food economy annually.
It just means everything. That we wouldn't be doing this if people didn't, in particular if restaurants didn't think that we were doing something important if customers didn't demand it when they came to those restaurants.
We celebrate local food in our specials throughout the year, and we sort of follow the arc of the season. The 4 seasons of local food are reflected on our menu, but we've also built the menu so we can be local year-round.
The Real Food Challenge started at UVM, actually with Sodexo specifically, even though it is now it's the university level commitment signed by the president. It actually started with Sodexo and our intern wanting to pursue what's called the Real Food Challenge calculator. The national minimum that you can sign the Real Food Campus commitment at is 20%. So that's what UVM signed on in 2012. We were the first on the East Coast to sign on, and we were the 5th overall. Really one of the first 2 major colleges to sign on. So UVM has been sourcing local product for a very long time, way before the farm to plate sort of movement started. Real food is either local, humane, ecologically sound, or fair trade. And then local is defined as 250 road miles from UVM. And it has some fine print kind of where it disqualifies businesses that are basically large. The farm to plate movement is absolutely increasing. For some, it depends. I think geography has a lot to do with it. For some areas of our country, it might just be in its infancy. For Vermont, it's full force. So we absolutely see going beyond 20% at 2020. Sodexo at UVM is planning to meet the 20% mark before 2020. The other really close partnership that we have is with the Catamount Farm, UVM's Catamount Educational Farm, which runs the farmer training program. We brought some of the chefs to the farm about a month ago, and went out and pulled carrots and looked at all the produce, took a whole tour, learned about what the class does and their different cohorts and what they work on.
The advantage of being a part of the farmers market is that we get to be face to face with our customers, even those people who buy our stuff regularly at the city market, say.
You have more of a direct relationship with your customers, and you can respond to them much more nimbly and sort of, let that relationship evolve and communicate more with chefs and see what they want. I think in the same way throughout the larger culture as a whole, we'll see that people will return to eating real food, better food. It just makes a lot more sense. You can tell the difference once you're exposed to it. And so I think maybe it won't be a trend. I think it's just going to become kind of a normal part of our culture.